You're born with a gift. If not that, then you get good at something along the way. And what you're good at, you don't take for granted. You don't betray it.
Consistency isn't about frequency, it's about identity. What do I mean by that? Well, the reason you fail at staying consistent is because you think consistency is about doing the same thing over and over. That is a dangerous mindset. Consistency is about becoming the kind of person who does what needs to be done, no matter what. Stop asking, how do I stay consistent? And start asking, who do I need to become? The moment you shift from, I have to do this, to this is just who I am, consistency becomes effortless.
Make plans of your own, guess what? You'll probably fall into someone else's plan. Guess what someone else may have planned for you? Not much. So take a look at the next 5 years of your life. It's going to be like the last 5, unless you care.
Anybody that's successful, they've dealt with failure more than success, because you have to fail in order to succeed, in order to become that spirited person that knows how to have that drive. And that's in anything. Before I got put on, I failed many times.
The real enemy of consistency isn't laziness, it's your indecision. You think you struggle with being consistent because you're lazy, but that's not it. The truth is, you haven't decided what truly matters to you. Every time you waffle on your priorities, you break your own momentum. Make a decision, commit to it fully, and eliminate the noise. It's the lack of decision that's killing your consistency, not your lack of effort.
Most people are going to quit. All of your enemies, all the people making fun of you, all the people laughing at you, they're all going to quit. So all you have to do is just not quit. It's so true. You guys think you're weak. You're really not weak. You allow yourself to behave weak, but you're not weak. But you've got to train that up. You've got to push yourself. You have to put yourself constantly in uncomfortable situations. Hold yourself accountable to results and being tough and pushing through and persevering. And when you get to that point where you think, I can go another inch, you're only 40% of the way there.
Take this note, don't become a victim of yourself, even if you have to fight the enemies that are within yourself. Forget the thief in the alley that's after your purse. What about the thief in your mind that's after your promise?
People always try to box you in to what they know you best for, but never stop fighting. No matter what anyone says, no matter how they try to compromise you, compromise your vision. If it's in your gut, if it's in your soul, there's no worldly possessions that should come between you and your expression.
Stop breaking promises to yourself. When you say, I'm going to wake up tomorrow at 7 a.m., and when the option comes to hit the snooze button, don't do it. There's one win that you've got for the day. That's action.
Doubt is such a strange thing. I mean, it's, there'll be times where you succeed and there are times that you fail. So wasting your time doubting whether you're going to be successful or not is pointless. It is. I mean, you just put one foot in front of the other. You control what you can't control. And then you see what the outcome is, right? If you win, great. You're going to have to wake up the next day and do the journey over again. If you lose, it sucks. But you're going to have to wake up the next day and do the journey all over again anyway.
That feeling of, I don't know what I'm doing here. Like, I don't have this figured out. That is the number one telltale sign that you're doing something right in life. That doubt is the number one telltale sign that you are actually pushing yourself. You woke up today and someone was proud of you. And most importantly, I hope that person was you. I pray that you woke up and you gave yourself the flowers you deserve. We all feel alone, but we all feel alone in this together. Make peace with it. Give yourself the flowers you deserve. Be your number one fan, be your number one supporter, but also understand that I'm here and I'm rooting for you.
Turn the TV off, stop scrolling on social media. You need to focus, and you need to ask yourself, am I the most productive when I have this platform on in the background? Take some time to take the slower route, and it's gonna feel weird because everything in life, no matter where you live, is designed to stay on go, to be fast-paced, but you need to find out ways to move at a pace that really supports the lifestyle that you're trying to live. You may thrive in an environment that keeps going, but most of us need to continue being grounded. We need to continue being centered in some way, shape, or form. And if you don't take time to figure out what that is, time's gonna make you figure it out.
There's no difference between responsibility and adventure. That's a killer thing to know. The heavier the responsibility, the more profound the adventure.
People change all the time, dude. It's just a decision that you got to make, and you got to take the actions of the person that you want to become. Make the decisions that that person that you know you want to be like would make, even when you're you now, and eventually you become that person. So decide who you want to be, start making the decisions that person would make, and eventually you legitimately become that in your life. And it won't feel like that today, and it won't feel like that tomorrow. Probably going to take a minute for you to adjust to being the kind of person you want to be. But if you keep following with those actions over and over and over and over and over again of the person that you want to be like, eventually you become that person, and it's reality.
What if everything you're going through is preparing you for what you asked for? Think of it like this. The universe is using every challenge to adjust your energy and frequency, getting you ready for what you really want. Each tough moment is a lesson, helping you manifest your dreams by ensuring you're ready to receive them when they arrive.
Everything in your life is a reflection of a choice you have made. If you want a different result, make a different choice.
Be sad, but get up. You can't stay stuck forever. If there was ever a time to turn things around, it's now. Stop waiting for things to feel normal again. You need to be the one to take the first step. Put in the effort, make the decision today, because the only person that can save you is you.
Be humble enough to know that you can be replaced, but be wise enough to know that there's no one quite like you. Humility keeps you grounded, but never forget your uniqueness, because you bring something to the table that no one else can. So try to stay as humble as possible, and don't ever doubt your worth.
When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person that walked in. That's what the storm is all about, right? Now, in the midst of the storm, a lot of people feel like, man, I lost this. I lost that, right? But when you come out of the storm, the perspective that you gain, right? The person that you have become, right? The happiness that you gain, the joy, the peace that you gain, right? You always gain something in spite of what you consider to be a loss.
You're not done yet. It's not over for you yet. It's not over. It's not gonna be over. You've come so far, and you didn't come this far to get this far and to just stop being this far. You have so much inside of you, so much potential inside of you to go forward. Be proud of you. Be proud of how you've gotten here. Be proud of who you've built yourself to be to get here, and say, I have more. I have more in the tank. I have more in my life. I have more for my life. There was more called in my life. There was more put inside of me to build my life. I'm proud of you. Be proud of you. Move forward.
You could become anyone and anything you want at any time in your life. Like, there is no limit. You just do the work and you get there. The human mind, the human body, the human psyche is so pliable. You can literally become anyone and anything. Multiply that over time and experience, and don't quit even when it sucks.
Many people want to be exceptional, but they're afraid of being an exception. Wanting an outcome without the requirement that the outcome has. We can't do the same thing that everyone else approves of and then somehow get a different outcome that everyone else does. Why do you believe what you believe? If you have a belief and you can't explain why you believe it, it's not yours, it's someone else's. Most people walk around parroting other people's words for the vast majority of their lives. And so they basically act as recorders, where they clicked record at one point of their life and then they click play in another time in their life, and they're just clicking record, play, record, play, record, play over and over again. None of those words are yours. It makes sense that people feel alone and they feel like they're acting because they never say what they think. And as a result, they also sound like everyone else because they were never themselves to begin with.